Negotiation never ends. You are always negotiating something. Want to discuss a raise with your boss? That's negotiation. You choosing a place to go for dinner with your date? That's negotiation too. You want to renew your car insurance? I found an excellent plan, but the insurance amount is a little out of your allocated budget. You guessed it, it will take some negotiation. As you can see, negotiation is a basic means of getting what you want from others, but still, most people are not very good at it. People who don't know the techniques of effective negotiation usually default to either soft negotiation or hard negotiation. If you act like a soft negotiator, you would want to avoid conflict and so may make concessions to reach an agreement with the other party. But this approach will often result in you being exploited and feeling bitter, especially if the other party plays hard negotiation tactics. Let's consider the other scenario. If you act like a hard negotiator, you will take some extreme positions and hold out longer. You will want to win and get what you want at all costs. This approach is likely to get an equally hard response that is exhausting, takes time, and damages any chances of healthy relationship with the other party in the long run. Today's book, Getting to Yes, is a classic book on negotiation, now more than 30 years in print. This book simplifies the whole negotiation process, offering a highly effective framework that you can use in your professional and personal life. The authors, Roger Fisher and William Ury, are both well respected professors who have been part of resolving conflict at the highest level on the international stage. They also founded Harvard Negotiation Project at Harvard Law School with the aim of continuing research, education, and training on the subject of negotiation. Inspired by this book, I will share their 4-step method that will help you to negotiate an agreement to get what you want and without feeling you have lost anything. Hi, welcome to BookTook, a channel dedicated to bring you the practical ideas by leading researchers, thinkers, and leaders that will help you to be the best version of yourself. If this is something you like, consider subscribing to the channel and sharing this with your friends. In this video, I'll share 3 specific strategies that will help you to be at the top of your negotiation game. I'm going to start by showing you single biggest mistake people do because of which most of the negotiations fail even before starting. Next, I'm going to show you one single question, answer to which will ensure all the parties get what they really want, including you. Finally, I'm going to show you one strategy which will dramatically increase the chances of reaching a favorable solution in any difficult negotiation. Let's start with step number 1. Suppose you have been skipped for a promotion you were expecting. Nobody had promised you anything, but purely basis performance, you thought you deserved the promotion, but you didn't get it. Someone else did. How do you feel? Angry, cheated, discouraged? You might strongly feel that your boss played favorite, so he has not been fair. Now, what do you think will happen if you decide to talk your boss with this mindset? The best that can happen is that you get to share your concerns with your immediate manager. But the worst that can happen is that you make a terrible impression on him and kill any chances of career progression because of your temper. What did go wrong? You mixed people with the problem. It was the initial problem. You were expecting a promotion. You didn't get it. But what your mind tells you is the problem. Your boss isn't fair and he didn't promote you. And herein comes the first rule of negotiation. Never ever mix people with the problem. Why? Because once we label people with some blame, their ego gets involved and then they get stuck with their position. You want to know the better thing to do? Write down the exact problem and the people who are going to be there to negotiate that with you and never ever mix the two. Let's take the situation further. You wanted a promotion, but your boss could only promote one from his department and you were not the chosen one. So the deadlock. Now let's go one level deeper. What does being promoted mean to you? More opportunities, exposure to team management, higher salary, recognition? It can mean any of these things or even all of these things at the same time. So while you wanted a promotion means nothing if you don't get these underlying incentives. Assuming you are one of the top performers, your boss may have the leverage to grant you access to some or all of these benefits even though you are not promoted. What if you could be given a higher than average increment? What if you can get an opportunity to work on projects which involve dealing with multiple stakeholders, giving you the opportunity and experience to develop valuable skills? So here is the second second rule of negotiation: focus on interests and not on positions. And here's how it applies to the situation we are discussing. Well, the initial position was no promotion was granted. If you remained stuck with that, nothing would have changed. Worse, your performance may have been affected. But when you think and ask about you and your boss's underlying interest, a world of opportunities opens up, which would have remained invisible if you didn't ask the question. Before we finish, let's address one more question. How do you increase the chances that you will conclude a negotiation successfully? If both you and your boss had only one option in mind when you discussed and negotiated, promotion or no promotion, it would have ended in bad taste for both of you. What prevents this? Have more than one solution in hand to generate genuine options. More the better. So, this is the rule number 3 of a successful negotiation. This will take time and preparation on your part. So never go into a negotiation unprepared. But one rule, that's rule number 4, before even discussing these options, you should agree on is having an objective criteria, a fair decision making process that is agreeable to both parties. You may not get all you want then and there, but agreeing to an objective criteria appeals to the fairness of everyone and gets the best results possible. You just learned the 4-step method that will help you to negotiate an agreement to get what you want and without feeling you have lost anything. That's it for now. If you like the ideas from this book, do subscribe to BookTook to keep getting these powerful tricks and techniques from some of the best books in the world.